When a small owl started attacking cars on a busy road, everyone thought the bird was crazy. But when a police officer saw something shiny on its leg, she knew this was no accident. Where this bird led them shocked the entire local police department. On a normal workday, Officer Sarah got a strange call that made her try not to laugh. Someone reported a small owl blocking traffic on a busy road. It seemed easy enough. She would shoo the bird away and let traffic move again. But this turned into something much more amazing and touching. When Sarah arrived, she saw something incredible. A tiny owl, hard to see next to the big trucks, had indeed stopped traffic in one lane. What stood out most was how determined the little bird was. It wasn't just standing there, but actively guarding its spot, making loud noises and short flights while never leaving its chosen area. It acted like it was trying to tell people something. When Sarah carefully walked up to the owl, something surprising happened. Instead of flying away, the small bird trustingly jumped onto her hand. Up close, the officer could see it was a baby owl with messy feathers and big yellow eyes. But the most interesting thing was on the bird's leg. A metal wire with something that looked like a small blue stone that reflected light. Trying to move the owl from the road didn't work. Each time, it stubbornly came back to the same spot. With help from a driver named Rye, they set up a detour, giving Sarah time to look at this strange situation more carefully. That's when she noticed that the object on the owl's leg wasn't just decoration, but something more important. They called local wildlife expert Dr. Stephen Mitchell to help. His experience with hunting birds could help solve the mystery of this unusual creature and the secret of the object it carried. When Stephen arrived and checked the owl, he was as amazed as Sarah. In all his years of work, he had never seen a bird act this way. After carefully looking at the owl, Dr. Mitchell found that the mysterious object on its leg was a trail marker, a special tag used by hikers to mark their paths. This discovery led to an unexpected turn in their investigation. They learned the tag belonged to a missing hiker named Robert, who hadn't returned from his walk. Now everything made sense. The little owl hadn't just randomly appeared on the road, it was trying to get people's attention. It seemed unbelievable, but there were no other explanations. Sarah and Dr. Mitchell decided to trust the bird's instincts and follow it into the forest, hoping it would lead them to Robert. Their unusual journey turned into a real adventure. The owl flew ahead, stopping now and then to wait for the people like a true guide. It led them through thick forest, showing the way with short flights from branch to branch. Every sound, every wing movement seemed like a sign pointing in the right direction. Along the way, they found more clues that they were following the missing hiker's trail. Footprints, broken branches, marks on trees. The forest seemed to tell them a story, and their little feathered guide was the key to solving it. Sarah and Dr. Mitchell no longer doubted the owl's abilities. From a cute but strange creature, it had become in their eyes a noble being capable of true bravery. After walking for several hours, the group came to an open area where they found signs of a recent camp, a cold fire pit, and scattered tin cans. In the tent, they found Robert's diary, which revealed the amazing story of his friendship with the owl. He wrote about the special bond that formed between them, how the bird kept him company and gave him hope in the hardest times. The ground became more dangerous. Steep cliffs, hidden cracks, unstable ground. But they couldn't stop knowing someone needed help out there. The owl became more upset, its cries more urgent. At one point, it suddenly flew from Sarah's shoulder and darted into the forest darkness. Following it, they discovered a hidden cave entrance that would have been easy to miss if not for their winged guide's determination. And then in the cave, they found Robert, tired, thirsty, but alive. When the owl flew to him, his eyes filled with tears of joy. It was a moment of incredible connection between human and bird, a moment none of those present would ever forget. Robert told how he met the owl during his hike, how it began following him everywhere, and then when he got into trouble, left him only to bring help. He had hoped someone would understand the sign, the tag he gave to the bird, and his faith proved right. The story of Robert's rescue quickly spread through the town, becoming a legend about an extraordinary friendship between human and owl. The little bird became a local hero, a symbol that the connection between the human world and nature isn't lost. We just need to pay more attention and trust our hearts. Now Robert has fully recovered, and his family never stops thanking everyone involved in the rescue. Officer Sarah, Dr. Mitchell, and of course the little hero owl. This story became a reminder that miracles happen, especially when we're ready to see the special in the ordinary and trust those we usually think are weaker than ourselves. Town residents now look at the owls in the surrounding forests with special respect. They know that behind those big eyes and small body might be the soul of a true hero. And the story of the rescue owl is passed from person to person, reminding everyone of the day when a little bird did a great deed, proving that size doesn't matter when it comes to saving a life.